Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now that we are in the middle of the year, I thought I would take this moment to share with you some of my favourite new shows from 2017 so far. I feel bad putting these shows in an order and also because I simply can't. So I'm just going to do them in like chronological order from when I've seen them throughout the year because then I think it makes things fair. Also, I'm going to try and share some of my tips on how to get the cheapest seats for these shows, which will hopefully help you in going to see them in the future. By the way, for all of these shows, there is most likely a vlog of my trips to see them with my full thoughts of seeing the show. So if you want to check those out, you can click the links in the description box, and also they will be linked in the video up here in the information bar. So do feel free to check those out as well. The first show that I would consider a favourite from the first half of 2017 is actually the first show that I saw this year, and that was School of Rock at the New London Theatre. I remember watching the film School of Rock as a kid and finding it absolutely hilarious. Obviously I was really excited to find out it was going to be a musical, and then when it transferred to London I was even more excited to see it. It blows my mind how incredibly talented the kids in this show are. They really are amazing. The show is funny, it's got amazing songs, and I just totally recommend seeing it. I personally got a day seat ticket to see the show, which was £20. If you don't know what day seating is, I've done a whole video on that, so you can go and check that out as well. So I spent £20 and these were on the front row. As well, School of Rock are now doing an online lottery, and it's a bit hard to explain their lottery, but you apply online, essentially entering the lottery, and it's for any time within a 2-week period. All the details are online and I'll link the website below for you to check that out. The next show that I saw that I absolutely adored was Half a Sixpence, and it was actually from my second visit to the show this year that I really did fall in love with it. I think that says everything, the fact that I happily went for a second time. The first time that I saw it, my friend Sean and I booked the absolute cheapest seats in the theatre, and they are cheap for a reason. Therefore, when I went back for a second time, a bunch of bloggers were invited to go and see it. We were in really nice seats in the stalls and we got to go backstage. So the whole experience of seeing Half a Sixpence that time was just incredible. I had such a fun day, and also it does just really help when you have better seats to see the show. From this better vantage point, I was really able to appreciate the show a lot more, be more engaged with it, and fully enjoy it. Half a Sixpence is closing in September, so I would really recommend that you go and see it this summer while you can. It's such a joyful musical. I will definitely be going back to see it before it closes. You can get day seat tickets at Half a Sixpence, and they will be £20 per person, and I believe the seats are sort of subject to availability and at the box office's discretion. Next on my list of shows that I've loved this year is The Girls at the Phoenix Theatre. This musical is based off of the Calendar Girls story and film, and it's got music by Gary Barlow from Take That. It's such an inspiring story, and the fact that it is true, it happened, it makes it even more incredible. I went to see this with my friend Sean, and we both had such a nice time seeing it, and afterwards we both thought that it was such a true and lovely British musical, and that's one thing that I really loved the most about it, was the fact that at the core it was just so British. And I know it sounds weird, but it's really nice to have musicals like this in the West End, because more often than not it's like jukebox musicals or American imports. So to have something that I can say to people, go see this because it's wonderful and it's British, and if you're visiting London, this is one to see. Sadly, this is closing in the West End on the 15th of July, and then it's going on a UK tour in 2018. So if you haven't been able to already see it in the West End, or if you don't have the chance to see it, I definitely recommend keeping tabs on it to see it on the tour. The next show that I saw that I really loved was the comedy about a bank robbery at the Criterion Theatre. I've only recently been to see both of the Mischief Theatre productions in London, so The Play That Goes Wrong and the comedy about a bank robbery, and honestly I am now kicking myself for having not been to see them sooner. I did enjoy the comedy about a bank robbery more than The Play That Goes Wrong, even though I found them equally enjoyable and hilarious. There was just something about the fact that the comedy about a bank robbery has more of a story and it has a bit of music in it, that it just kind of ticked all of the boxes for me. It was so funny. I got tickets for a Sunday performance, and they have an offer on Sundays where you can get Band A tickets at £25, so that's essentially half price. It's an amazing offer. I had a really good seat in the stalls, so if you can go and see it on a Sunday, I would highly recommend you do so. It is literally hilarious. Lastly, in my top 5 favourite shows of 2017 so far it has to be Dreamgirls, the musical. I've been lucky enough to see this twice so far this year, and I'm really hoping I'll be able to see it for a third time soon. And this is because I've yet to see Amber Riley in the role as Effie White. I've seen her two understudies and they have been phenomenal, but I really love the thought of completing the trio and seeing all of them. I just think this show is fantastically put together. The vocals are amazing. I'm obsessed with the costumes in this show. They are phenomenal, and just overall it's a really fun night out at the theatre. For Dreamgirls, I believe they have day seats Monday through to Friday and they're at £20, and there's also the lottery on Todaytix where you can get tickets at £15, and I'm pretty sure that is the front row. Well, there we have it. Those are my top 5 shows of 2017 so far. It's been an amazing year for theatre already, and I am super excited to see what the rest of the year brings us. As always, please do let me know what your favourite shows this year have been so far, if you agree with my list or if you've got a couple of totally different ones, because I would absolutely love to know. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you'd like to see more of me in the future. I hope you're all doing really well, and I will see you very soon. Bye!